hello mysterious person behind the screen. So today I went to the Doctor Who experience and participated in a Doctor Who official location set tour. Not set tour, filming tour, so locations they filmed in and around Cardiff. And that was pretty awesome. But I'm going to go chronologically through the day. So the first thing that we did was the experience itself, the interactive adventure bit. No point talking about that, because the last time I went to the experience was in April, and it hasn't changed the slightest bit since then, so just ignore that. Then the exhibition, that has changed a bit. They've got some new costumes there. They've got a classic Zygon, Omega from Arc of Infinity. There was another one, I can't remember, a Tetrap from Time of the Rhino. That looked really good up close. They've got a new TARDIS console, the 4th/5th Doctor's TARDIS console, which looked awesome up close. You'll probably see it in the photo montage at the end. They just got loads of other stuff really, and it's pretty cool to go back there. But yeah, there was stuff I hadn't seen before, but not a drastic change. But it was still, I just love going around that exhibition, hearing the music playing. It's just amazing. Then it was the shop. Now I'm just going to show you what I bought. Starting off with this. TARDIS, Time and Relative Dimension in Space, build Type Gallifrey, Black Hole Shipyard, Type 40 build, date 1963, yada yada yada. It's just a tin plate thing. This will probably go on my door next to something I didn't show you in the last collection update video. Next to, I got a Bessie tin plate cover that says Who Won, the number plate, which is awesome, so this will go with it. So this is quite nice. I'll put that down there. Next thing, Big Finish. The Warehouse. The Warehouse by Mike Tucker. I don't know why I'm doing that. But yeah, I got this just because I was flicking through and the cover caught my eye, so don't know anything about it. But yes, excited to give that a listen. That's the tin plate cover falling off again. Let's get the bag, because this is something I got as well. It's a bag. A Doctor Who bag. Comic bag. And on the back it's got a quote from the Robots of Death. And I use this to store all my stuff in it. It's got some other location tour things, and then just some other stuff like that. I just to carry around all of this. So, Doctor Who magazine. This comes out tomorrow, which for anyone watching, it will be Thursday the... I don't know what day it is. It's a Thursday, but it's a Wednesday today, and they were selling it, so I thought, oh, it doesn't come out till tomorrow, so I got it. So, Doctor Who magazine, issue number 503, in-depth interview with Peter Davison, blah, yeah. And, yes, so, it doesn't come out until tomorrow, got it today, bang tidy. I don't know what that was. Anyway, yeah, 2 other tin plate covers, which I'm so happy with. They're going to be next to each other. One, Dalek. I haven't taken this out of the wrapping, so Dalek on the bridge. The iconic shot on a massive tin plate cover. It's really nice. Really good. That's a bit of cardboard. Yes, that's good. And then to go with it, a Cyberman one from the Invasion marching out of St. Paul's. It's also a tin plate cover, and they're going to go together and be a happy family. Yeah. Now the last thing I bought wasn't actually from the experience. It was from Toys R Us on the way back. And it's something I've been looking for a long while. It is the Missy figure. I've been looking for her since she came out, but I could never find her. And then she was just there, Toys R Us, the black variant and this variant. Decided to get this one because I like it better. I prefer the face sculpt. And yeah, I finally got it. I finally got the Missy figure, and she actually looks really good. Let's get closer. The accessories are really nice. You got the umbrella, you can get in some cool poses there. So I'm glad I got Missy finally. She has evaded me, so let's just go there. And then we came to the main event, the location tour. So we see on the back, take it off. I'll read you the description. Actually, no, you can read it yourself. And I'll pause that there, and then you can pause the video and read it. So there we go. We visited, obviously, some of the obvious locations. Basically, what it was is just a tour guide taking you around, walking around Cardiff, stopping, telling you about the location where it was used, and then moving on to the next one. We visited the obvious ones, like obviously the Millennium Centre being used in The Girl Who Waited, and New Earth, Torchwood Tower, Ianto's Shrine, yada yada yada. We visited all those ones, but there were ones that I didn't know, like the experience itself has actually been used for filming on a lot of occasions. Like, you know, at the end of Voyage of the Damned, Mr. Copper's on that sort of hill with the Doctor talking about petty cash, which actually turns out to be millions of pounds. Yeah, they filmed that there before the experience was built. They filmed that there. That's, like, I never knew that. And in the interactive bit, there's a bit where you walk through a corridor, and I think it's just after you fly the TARDIS, but just before you go into the Dalek City, you walk through like a corridor. That exact corridor was used in The Caretaker. You know, at the start there's like a montage, and the Doctor and Clara are running through being chased by people with guns. That's the corridor. They didn't do anything to it. They literally just plonked the camera in the experience and then just moved the camera along, and the Doctor and Clara ran at it. So, not quite sure how they got that shot out of that short corridor, but still, it's really interesting, because when I was walking through it this time, I thought, this looks really familiar, and it was, so there we go. And in The Day of the Doctor, many of you might know that the 10th Doctor's console was from the experience. Now, I thought they just took it from the experience and built it up somewhere else. No, they actually filmed it in the experience, and that's why in The Day of the Doctor, all of the shots are sort of from that ways on. You don't see it on the other ways, so because if they move the camera, you would just see all the monsters and the exhibits in the experience. So there we go, you learn something new every day. And we visited the offices in The Runaway Bride, where Donna was chasing Lance down the staircases, you know, the zigzag staircases. That's actually just a separate column on the side of a building somewhere. I never knew that either. We looked at Penarth, where Sarah Jane Adventures house is. We didn't go there, but where Delta and the Bannermen was filmed, and the street in the Stolen Earth were filmed, and all like that. That's pretty awesome as well. Yeah, it was. For some reason, there were Sherlock locations in there, and I realise most Doctor Who fans are Sherlock fans as well. Not myself, but I feel like it's a Doctor Who tour. It says Doctor Who on it. It doesn't say Doctor Who and Sherlock. I feel like just leave it out. It was still interesting nonetheless, though. I recognise some you know that before Series 8 there was that massive flood of pictures in that one night where they were filming that scene with Capaldi on the horseback in that street, where loads of pictures came in of people meeting him. We found that street. I never knew where that was before, so that's cool. We found a street in Rise of the... I think we found, like, we discovered an archaeological dig. No, we went to a street in Rise of the Cybermen, you know, when they've all got the things in their ears, the ear pods, and they all just suddenly stop because they're getting controlled and they're downloading the data, and the Doctor and Rose are just sort of looking at it like in the street, what's going on? We saw that street, and I recognised it straight away, but the one I was most surprised with, that I didn't know was in Cardiff, I thought was just in London somewhere. You know, in Blink, when Sally goes into the police station, and the outside of that, yeah, that's in Cardiff. Never knew that. And we went outside of that, so that's quite cool. And the church where she sees the angels that was there as well. So I recommend the location tour because it is rather worthwhile. It lasts 75 minutes, it covers 1.5 miles, and yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun, interesting, insightful tour. So that was cool. And after that, straight away, because Ed's Diner was there, that was sort of the second to last stop on our tour. Then it was Ianto's Shrine. We came where it is Ianto's Shrine. There you go up some ladders, and then the restaurants are there with Ed's Diner there. So because earlier the guy was saying, oh, make sure you get on table 11 because that's where the cast sits, and you want to get on table 11. So what we did, as soon as he finished talking about the Ianto's Shrine, we ran up right into the Ed's Diner. Onto table 11. When we were sat, just drop that, on table 11, you'll see pictures at the end of this video again in a photo montage. Please stick around for that, because I didn't vlog anything, I just took photos. So please stick around for that. This is just talking about it. Yeah, it's great. And they've added like TARDIS doors like at the back of Ed's Diner. That was awesome. And yeah, table 11 had a nice burger in there, so that was good. And then then it was Toys R Us time for Missy. So get that there. So that's pretty much it. It was just talking about the day. Now I'll leave you with, again, a photo montage of the stuff from the day. Oh, I will say actually, they've had, you know, everyone was going on about a few months back now of the Target exhibit in London. They moved all of that into the experience now. It's in the shop. There's the shop wall there, and then you turn, and then there's the gallery, completely hidden off everyone else. Because when I was in the queue to buy the stuff, I noticed it then. And they've got the Doctor Who magazine thing. You know, when they won the Guinness World Record, they've got the Guinness World Record there. They've got all loads of different covers. They've got the Target book covers. They've got Target books in there. They've got the Target book. They've just got loads of stuff in there, so that was worthwhile. Didn't take any photos, but yeah, you just have to take my word for it. So yeah, photo montage. Take care now.